San Francisco, world-renowned for its stirring natural beauty, graceful monuments of engineering, architecture, and open space, and rich diversity of culture and lifestyle.
It's no wonder that San Francisco draws millions of visitors from around the world each year, or that its labor force of 530,000 people is the most highly educated in the country.
Or that of its 750,000 residents, 35% were born outside of the United States, making its population amazingly similar to the world's ethnic distribution.
To retain our unique character and to meet the challenge of changing economies, technologies, and population, San Franciscans must plan for the city's future.
The San Francisco General Plan is a vision for the physical development of the city. It's an advisory document which articulates the goals and values of our community.
If our land use and transportation decisions are to be both far-sighted and well integrated into the larger complex issues that shape our city, the general plan must be the guide.
There's no accident that San Francisco has a Golden Gate Park or Grand Beaux-Arts Civic Center. These are only two examples of San Francisco's rich planning heritage. The general plan currently focuses on the city's basic goals for land use, transportation, housing, commerce, industry, open space, community facilities, and community safety. In 1986, San Francisco voters approved Proposition M. This established 8 priority planning policies which decision makers must use when making land use decisions. These include
to preserve neighborhood-serving retail uses, conserve existing housing and neighborhood character, preserve and enhance affordable housing, promote public transportation, protect industrial uses from office conversion, ensure seismic safety, preserve landmarks, and protect parks and public open space.
The general plan also includes area plans, which address these urban planning issues in the context of specific neighborhoods and other areas of the city, like the financial district in the downtown plan, south of Market, and Chinatown.
Among the area plans is the South Bayshore Plan, which was adopted in December 1995. This is a revitalization plan for the Bayview Hunters Point community. Developed with extensive public participation from the community and larger city, it focuses on job and business growth by policies which call for improving its main shopping district, resolving conflicts between housing and industrial uses, and expanding affordable housing and services for community residents. Guided by these policies, the city's decision makers and business and community groups are focused to all work in the same direction, to pass zoning legislation which will foster new construction, to obtain and spend federal grants for new affordable housing, transportation and economic development, and to purchase and rehabilitate community structures.
The Rincon Hill Area Plan is guiding the transformation of a former industrial and warehouse district located near the Bay Bridge, downtown, and South Beach waterfront area into a mixed-use neighborhood. The plan encourages high-density residential development and calls for improving the streets and creating an open space system to enhance residential character.
The plan is also intended to induce private capital to foster this transformation. For example, it enabled the conversion of the former Hills Brothers industrial plant into a mixed-use complex with housing, neighborhood-serving retail, and open space.
The downtown plan was adopted in 1985. It sets boundaries and limits for high-rise office and retail development, calls for a mix of commercial, restaurant, and recreational facilities, encourages outdoor amenities for pedestrians, and preserves and encourages distinctive architecture.
It is credited with maintaining a defined skyline, preserving hundreds of architecturally significant buildings, and preserving and creating world-class open spaces. Today it's largely the general plan that guides the physical development of the city. Policies of the general plan are implemented in a variety of ways, through the planning code, building permits, redevelopment plans, public works projects, and volunteer efforts. Benefits of San Francisco's general plan include
the preservation of major views through development regulation and public open space acquisition,
new buildings compatible with their neighborhoods, respectful of scale, materials, and use due to zoning and design guidelines,
attractive streets and pedestrian-friendly streetscapes through public funding, community awareness, and community contribution,
a variety of affordable housing through zoning and public and private funding,
one of the most extensive and diverse public and private mass transit networks in the nation through implementation of the general plan's Transit First policy. This also results in cleaner air.
the preservation of historic buildings through planning code provisions and tax incentives,
Public open space and park maintenance and development through acquisition and development controls. The future holds great challenges and promise. New growth opportunities are offered to this high-density city as we plan for the new uses of thousands of acres of Treasure Island, Hunters Point Shipyard, and Mission Bay.
The voter-approved city charter reform mandates that as of July 1st, 1996, the general plan must be the basis for physical development decisions by the Board of Supervisors and all city agencies.
Thank you.
This is a significant change because from its inception, the general plan has been only advisory.
Since the general plan will be mandatory, its policies and objectives must be prioritized so that it can be used effectively as a decision-making tool.
It's through the general plan that the citizens and leaders of San Francisco enable the city to change and grow while maintaining and protecting our quality of life.